NEET controversy, it continues to be the big talking point as the centre now says that they cannot cancel the entire exam. Centre has also filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court regarding the same. The centre says there is no proof of a large-scale irregularity and that scrapping these exams that will hit lakhs of students. And Sunil Prabhu joins us to get us more on this story. Sunil, the centre insists that there is no proof of a large-scale irregularity. And all of this is being done keeping in mind the future of the students. What kind of reactions can we expect now?
Well, much depends on how the Supreme Court looks at this entire case. As you rightly pointed out, the centre has put its point forward because it involves 24 lakh students and it won't be fair for them to redo the examination. Look at the trauma for those students if they have to redo the exam. So that's one aspect to it. But you also heard, and right through the court, right through the vacations, there were a number of petitions on a daily basis where they were challenging this and wanting the state for the counselling, wanting a re-examination. There have been discrepancies. You saw the grace marks controversy. A retest was done. A whole host of issues have been there. There's been alleged leak. And that has been confirmed by no less than the Prime Minister on the floor of the House, saying arrests are taking place. So it's in this backdrop that the Supreme Court itself asked the NTA as well as the centre to come clean and ensure that even if there was a 0.001% chance of any discrepancy, imagine what would have happened, because, you know, these are all future doctors. And if somebody who has got into unfair means, they're going to be probably operating you or me or giving medicines to some, helpless patients. So it's in that context that the Supreme Court had, cautioned the government to come clean on this entire matter. 8th is when the Chief Justice of India and his bench will hear this entire matter in its entirety. It's a long awaited, and it's been a long time for those students, 24 lakh students who have, through various petitions, many of them, thousands of them have put in petitions and filed various kinds of pleas before the Supreme Court. They will then look at the entire issue and then take a call.
All right, Sunil Prabhu, thank you very much for getting us all the latest in that story. Moving on, in a big blow to the BRS, 6 BRS MLCs have joined the Congress in the presence of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy at his residence, giving a strategic boost to the ruling party in the upper house, where it had only 6 MLCs. Now the Bharat Rashtra Samiti leader K.T. Rama Rao, he has taken a hypocrisy dig at the Congress party. In a statement he put out on the social media, K.T. Rama Rao criticized the apparent hypocrisy of Rahul Gandhi and his Congress party regarding their stance on anti-defection assurance in their manifesto.
Over the years, political parties, especially defectors, have exposed the limitations of the 10th schedule. So the 10th schedule has to be amended.
Check.
The 10th schedule is to be amended. Our position is that moment a defection takes place, he should be instantly disqualified.
Meanwhile, Randeep Surjewala of the Congress, he said that the BRS had to look within its crumbling because of its family fiefdom and corruption. He also spoke to my colleague Sunil Prabhu. Let's listen in to that conversation.
I'm joined by Congress General Secretary, Mr. Randeep, to explain to us, you said in your manifesto very categorically that anybody who shifts parties will be immediately disqualified, and that is something that you'll do in the 10th schedule. Now you're taking people from the BRS, and even Mr. KTR is saying that this is double standards. How do you respond to that?
The problem with BRS lies in their own family fiefdom. There is no ideology, there is no path, and there is no direction. BRS started imploding much before the elections. So it is a case where BRS is disintegrating on account of the fact that it was a family fiefdom run in an autocratic fashion in cahoots with BJP to garner as much power and resources for the family as possible. The whole idea of a separate state of Telangana and its ideals and serving the people evaporated a long time ago. So I would humbly request the head of BRS not to blame us, but to introspect and look within as to why the outfit called BRS has completely virtually disintegrated on the ground.
But you agree with the 10 schedule demand of the manifesto that if somebody shifts parties, then he or she should be immediately disqualified?
Congress party, the day it is in power in parliament, we will comprehensively amend the 10th schedule and address not only the issue of disqualification on shifting of loyalties, but many other issues to make anti-defection relevant, proper, appropriate, constitutionally feasible. We stick to what we've written in the manifesto.
Meanwhile, the BRS says that the Congress that criticized defection are now doing the same thing. Listen to what the BRS spokesperson Rahula Sridhar Reddy, he said.
More MLCs from the BRS have shifted loyalty to the Congress, and I have with me Rahula Sridhar Reddy, spokesperson for the BRS. Your leader has in fact tweeted saying that asking Rahul Gandhi how he is going to uphold the constitution and how he is going to keep his promises in the manifesto. But the BRS doesn't have legs to stand on. You did it in both your terms.
Yeah, Congress has been criticizing for the past 10 years of the same, that many leaders from Congress defected to BRS. But then the situation was different. Now, whatever you have criticized us, and you are doing the same thing today, and you have categorically mentioned in your manifesto and in your Nyaya Patra that you will not encourage any defections, or if anybody defect the party, they have to resign to their position in the party, rather MLC or MLA or MP, whatever. Now, Mr. Keshav Rao, BRS MP, Rajya Sabha MP, defected to Congress yesterday and resigned to the position. Now, what about the other MLAs and MLCs that have defected to Congress today from BRS? Will they follow the suit? That's what the question. The thing here is, yes, only by few defections or admitting few MLAs or legislators from our party cannot strengthen Congress party. They need to understand this. And whoever have defected in the past, whether it is right or wrong, many of them have lost in the recent elections which were done in 2023. So the question here is, Congress is rather acting in contrast to what they have said and what they have actually manifested.
Does the BRS now think that it's a mistake in its first and second term to have encouraged those kind of defections? You even had an MLA who didn't resign and become a minister.
Yeah, in 2008 and 23 period, the entire legislative party has joined. There was a provision in the constitution. So that was not, that you can legally accept it. Now there are singular defections. Every day you can see one MLA joining, and Chief Minister, who is also a PCC President, himself going to their residences and putting Congress Kando on them. So this is kind of strange. We have not seen. For various reasons, MLAs have joined in the party, various parties in the past defected, but the Chief Minister himself, knowing the anti-defection law, knowing what they have mentioned in their manifesto, going to the leaders, other party leaders, and joining them their party, it's kind of strange, and Telangana is watching this.